Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, we yet again got this one in a live stream form. And the reason for that, guys, is I really enjoy the live streams and all the feedback that you guys give whenever we do those. So if you guys like the videos more or the live streams more, just let me know in the comment section what type of content you would prefer. As well, that would also help me out to understand a little bit better what you guys would be interested in. And having said that, guys, our goal for today is to get to 138.7 thousand subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you press that button, as I provide the same type of crypto news every single day. Then again, it is a morning episode for the majority of people. I think we're not going to have that many people in today, as it's morning, like 5 a.m. for a lot of people right now. But Povilis Skrodenis, I hope I pronounced that right, my friend, just became a supporter. Very much welcome to the channel, my friend. And I also have to share real quick the stream over on my Telegram, and I already, I think, put it over on Twitter. But yeah, 100 cents. The streaming is better, so I can 2 times play it. Not exactly sure what that means. James Douglas says AM, Jim and crypto, yeah. Then again, I don't think everybody's from the same sector, right? As for me right now, it is actually very much in the afternoon. But I do understand that if I stream a little bit earlier throughout the day with no notification for the majority of people, that this is the result that I should have expected. So I'm just going to quickly share this over in Discord. Sorry, guys, my Telegram, I mean. There we go. All right, I've shared it. Now let us continue on. So today has really been an interesting day already. Because if you guys have been watching the XRP price, well, it performed in a rather interesting fashion. I've of course been scouting this crypto for as long as I possibly can, and I noticed, well, throughout the night here, it basically just kept pumping, and pumping. We had a death cross happening on the daily yesterday. We called it out. However, it really wasn't that negative or that big a deal, as the price basically just kept pumping from here on forward, and if we actually did sell because of this death cross, we'd be in a really negative position right now, which is why I don't really trust those type of things. However, let's not shy away from looking at this over on our Bybit. We've actually seen right now that we basically got above $1 even. The highest price we went to today was $1.01 almost, about $1.00. No, let's quickly see here. Highest price we went to was $1.01 something, I believe. Yeah, $1.176, the highest price we went to this night. It's like, how? What? Why? And every single thing we have seen happen in regards to the price is exactly how we've described it for a little while right now, which is it makes absolutely no sense from a, I guess, common mind perspective to say that this is not because of crazy hype and crazy excitement or potentially due to the lawsuit. But I would say that for the major reason right now, XRP is a crazy positive call because of the solo airdrop, which is happening in about 31 or so hours. Let's see here. It's about 8. I think it's 32 hours from now the Sologenic airdrop is happening. And thus, from that perspective or that reason, I think a lot of people right now are hoarding their XRP or are getting into it. And guys, remember, people hoarding their XRP right now, by the way, we're facing some resistance yet again at our previous support level at about 0.9666. We actually touched it right now, came right back down. I'm going to be playing some ping pong in the short term here. Let's actually extend this a little bit further. You can clearly see what we are touching right now. Again, we're dipping our toes into our demand zone for XRP. This is, naturally speaking, a good area to get ourselves some XRP at. Again, if we're going to basically try to long our way back up to about $1 or so, then again, keep in mind, guys, that we right now are getting into, after about 8 more hours, the most volatile time for XRP that's left for this year, as the Sologenic airdrop, even though inherently it is only bullish for XRP, as it basically incentivizes people to buy it, and they'll get different tokens for it. It might also be a negative factor, but that's two-sided, because as I described yesterday, guys, the funding rate right now is negative for XRP, showing there's a lot of people going short on this crypto right now. A lot of people are, yet the price just keeps going up. We had a death cross, we have a huge amount of FUD, yet the price just keeps on pumping. XRP is going against the majority of the expectations right now. And one of the most fun facts about it is we called it out, and specifically on the XRP to BTC pair 2. Because Bitcoin is going down, Bitcoin is going down right now. Bitcoin is going down. It found a little bit of a top over on the 200 EMA on the daily, as we also said. And that is all the while it actually backed off of the weekly, I believe, 50 EMA. Yeah, here. It's not a perfect bounce, but I do consider it solid enough, as we basically found ourselves a nice little base over towards the 50 EMA for Bitcoin. We bounced off quite nicely, and so I am seeing this as a reversal as of this point. As I said and called it before, we're basically having the same pattern as we saw right here happen again, where I do believe, again, just literally look at what we saw right there, right? A couple of downwards candles. Our first breakout candle was quite severe. From that point forward, we're just trying to start building the next big bull run. But you might actually, if you're going to take it completely perfectly, say we actually bounced off of the 0.236 Fibonacci on Bitcoin, and right now are going to reverse. If we zoom in a little bit though, guys, because we have to, of course, look at the daily for the shorter term trades and whatnot, we bounced towards the, I guess, one of the major resistances here at about $49.4 thousand. And we tried to touch the 200 EMA before coming right back down. And potentially we're going to be playing some ping pong. But honestly, I don't actually expect Bitcoin to go lower than the previous levels which we saw here. But I gotta, admit that I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos. And some of those guys were saying, well, we think the price is going to go to $20,000 per Bitcoin or so. I don't honestly think so. I think we're replicating what we saw right here with a crazy breakout. However, not a confirmation. And so I hope that this day is still going to turn green, because then we'd have basically a reflection of what we saw here. And that is also going to be way more bullish if we do see that. But we'll have to wait until the end of the day to confirm what is, of course, going to happen in that regard. All right? We don't know yet. We don't know. We have to see. But in regards to XRP to BTC, that was also a really interesting crypto. I mean, we called out the breakout right there, but I still, every single time I look back at this, guys, I'm telling you, I didn't expect it to go this severe. I did say, hey, we're going to break out because we have no more room to go down. But when I last called out XRP BTC, it was like thing right here. I didn't expect it to still continue to pump this severe as it's going right now. Let's take a little of a gander here. XRP to BTC over this week has already gone up about 25% over the last week or so. That is crazy. And 100 cents says, if you're buying, it's better to buy solo. I absolutely disagree with that. Anybody buying solo can better go to the casino and put a wager on it, because that is one of the riskiest things you can do. I personally recommend very much against buying Sologenic, because I think it's way too risky. But if you want to gamble, basically, this might be your thing. It's going to be literally that. You already know that Sologenic is way overvalued, as it's going to basically double. It's going to inflate ridiculously much, so the value should also half, theoretically speaking, right? As right now, the value hit about $5-6 or so. It's already halved in that little time frame here throughout last week or so. I think after tomorrow, when there's no more incentive for people to go crazy for solo, the price can literally go back to about $1 or so. And so I would definitely be really hesitant, as the supply is going to double, right? Remember that, guys. The supply is basically going to double. So every solo you had is worth about half of what it was before, as the majority of people will be getting that for free. And so you might say just for the airdrop is what everybody's going to be doing. So it's a really scary thing to go for that. I would personally like to risk it more on our XRP, because for XRP, you still get about 1.5%, 1.3% Sologenic for absolutely free. And with that, there's not really that much of a risk of it going down. At the start, I said maybe, but to be honest with you, there's way less risk with going for XRP to get your money from Sologenic than with Sologenic, which is kind of funny, right? By the way, guys, if you're watching this stream right now, I know nobody got a notification, but make sure, guys, that you press that like button. Let's get this stream to about 50 likes right now, as we have more than 120 people watching. And of course, guys, we are going to check this little subscriber count, because if we hit 140,000 subscribers by the end of today, we're doing 139,000 subs. That means, guys, we're doing a pretty big giveaway for everybody involved. And so if you're subscribed, there's a really good chance you're going to win something, because I'm even thinking of giving maybe like $10 to I guess we should maybe do $10 to like 500 people or so that are subscribed, which is a huge amount of people, obviously. So there's a pretty good chance to win. But I also have been doing a couple of cool ideas over on my Twitter. All right, let's quickly check out my Twitter, by the way. I recommend you all to follow me over on Twitter and potentially even Instagram. I have like the most fun videos about crypto from 2018 and whatnot. Let's take a look at this, for example. When you bought XRP at 75 cents today. This is a video from 2018, remember. Crazy how time flies, huh? Drinking some little tea. Look at that. Yeah, we've had it on various different occasions that... Sorry, I like that though. I think it's pretty funny. We've had it on multiple different occasions that when you just bought yourself some XRP thinking everything's going to go juicy from there on forward, yeah, things just hit the fan and didn't really end up too well. We've had that on multiple different occasions, but I post a lot of fun videos that I think you guys might like, or a lot of fun memes. Some of them I make myself, for example. Some of them I obviously take from the interwebs, and there's just a lot of fun stuff on there. Look at this, for example. How to stop XRP. Impossible. And they start crying. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I really enjoy a lot of this stuff, man. Here, XRP holders waiting for the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit to end. This post went really crazy over on Twitter. But yeah, we have been waiting. When all cryptos go up, except for the coin that you just put all your money into. Very relatable feeling for me. Yeah, I don't know. I have like an outlet on Instagram. I enjoy it a lot. And I also think it's kind of fun when you guys all head over there. Yeah, we hit 50 likes. That's good. Good stream already. All right, middle side says, I actually did get a notification. YouTube must have known we're homies. I guess so, my friend. I guess so. He said he still got it open. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. X says, are you participating in Snapshot for solo yourself? I am not going to be participating because I don't have solo, but I will be participating from the XRP perspective, meaning I hold XRP over on Binance, and that XRP over on Binance is going to give me free Sologenic. That's what I'm going to be doing, as that I think is the easiest and least risky method. Alejandro says, Dusty, I'm trying to sleep. Buy? Well, I guess a little while ago here we had a good buy. We hit our demand zone. Right now, we're actually already up a little bit too much for a perfect buy. I'm going to say if we get back into this little area right here, it is honestly speaking not too risky to buy. However, we'd have a stop loss a little bit below 0.935 because that's what we hit a couple of times here in the past as well. It's hard to say whether or not this level right here is a more important support or this one. So I would kind of look out for both in the short term, because let's quickly see here. This level, I think, is actually way more important. Now we can see. Let's actually put it in real quick. Let me drop my cup of tea again. Let's see here. I said option H. Let's put it like this. There we go. We can clearly see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times the price bounced from that level. So we might actually go for either of these. Actually, we could have 2 buys. We could place 2. One of them right here and one of them right within our little demand zone for XRP right here. Wouldn't actually be too crazy. I'm not exactly sure where we fetched this little support from. Maybe it's actually just, maybe we should just draw it in as a zone. But I don't like to have too many zones in because it makes things confusing. You know, the more you have, the more unoverseeable it gets. But you guys might understand why I put it like that sometimes, because, well, you don't know exactly which part of this is the most important. You just know every single time we touch that area or get back to that area, people start to massively hoard. And that's, again, what I sometimes do if you have multiple different important supports and or resistances, which is why you might see these blue areas right there. These are supply and demand zones where people pick them up. And again, you could actually call one of them once more within this area here. If there are more than 3 points, I think you can call that out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 points within this area. Then again, once more, we'd be crowding it up a little bit too much to actually go for. So right now, we are waiting for another good entry, as you really just missed the boat just now. Right now, we're going to be playing ping pong. Let's see if we're going to breach, finally, the 0.9666 level, or we're going to be falling and crumbling right back down. This is a 5-minute chart. The levels, of course, you should zoom out for. We are just watching this to determine the best entry after you've already watched this and done everything on it on a higher time frame. Wait a minute. Audio skipping out. Are we good, guys, with the audio? Are we all still good? And also, yeah, you can see, by the way, that my XRP long position is still good. It's still open. We are in $5.1 thousand worth of profit. At the end of the day, I am not too proud of this in the sense that I don't want to say it's a crazy amount of money. I don't want to say it's a crazy percentage even. But the reason I keep showing this and the reason I keep it open is mostly to show people that, hey, I put $3,000 into this account, or at least I showed you all to get Bybit bonuses worth $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. Right now, there's $4,100 worth of bonuses that you can get. And you definitely need to deposit quite a significant amount to get it, but it's possible. So that is absolutely free money. Once more, you need some money to start off with, but you guys get the idea. Once you've gotten yourself a couple of these bonuses, let's say, for example, that's what I did, we start out with $3,000. How far can we get it? And that's why I am not trading with a crazy sum. I am just trading. Again, we have $21,000 worth of trades open here, which is worth, in our own money, about, I'm going to say, $2,100 or so. To show you guys, you can definitely make crazy profit with that. It is not too insane. And we had a couple of other trades here in here before. Right now, these are the two we have open still. And this one is actually paying me money every single day because the funding rate is down, which is also kind of funny. It's basically giving me 0.04% every single day. That's funny. I keep getting paid because I keep a trade open. Huh? And that's exactly how the system works in that sense as well. This pays you out to basically be the contrarian. Funding fee is exchanged directly between buyers and sellers every 8 hours. When the funding rate is positive, long position holders pay to short position holders. When the funding rate is negative, short position holders pay for long position holders. Funding fee is position value times funding rate. And the position value is $19,000 times 0.04. So we're getting paid every single 8 hours or every single day, basically. Because we have a long position open right now, which is also funny. Yeah, guys, we already breached one of our levels just now. So our long expectation has also been, I guess, perfectly intact here with our... And this is actually what we do every single day, every single time, guys. Every single time we do the exact same thing, and people are still surprised. This is not a guarantee that it's going to bounce from this area every single time. It's not a guarantee, but these are probabilities. These are chances. And if we take them time and time again, at the end of the day, we become profitable traders. If we just take one, if we just take two, it might be that at the end, you're going to be at a net loss. Because right now, for example, we made a little swing. This little swing is worth about 1.2%. With our leverage of 10 times, is about 12% worth of profit. We can right now instantly be like, you know what? Let's cash out. We get ourselves 12%. If we started out with $1,000 right now, that's $120 that we got for absolutely free. We can be happy for the day and then move on to tomorrow or move and look for the next better position. Some people like to drag on or like to close out 50% and then wait for another level to be hit. But all I keep saying to you guys is don't focus too much on one trade. Don't go too heavy because it could also be that it turns around and comes back down. But it's a probability game. Don't spend all your money on one trade. Unique Dutch says, if you're Dutch, I can't hear it at all. Don't spend all your money on one trade. Make sure you understand that every single time, if you're putting more than, I'm going to say, normally is to put like 1%, but if you're putting more than 3% on a single trade, you're playing a little bit of a risky game. But I've had some discussions here over in Dubai with a lot of people about that because many people say, no, if you're a really good trader, you should actually have a really high win percentage. And I always call out and say, you don't, you just need to have your parameters, I guess, straight. You need to know how profitable you are, but the win percentage doesn't actually matter. And a little thought experiment there, I guess, food for thought for you guys is, how could you be a trader who only wins 1% of the time? How can you still be profitable at that point? Think about this. Even if you only win 1% of the time, so you lose 99 out of 100 trades, it could still be that you actually make money. You guys understand that? The reason for that is, if every single time that you make a winning trade, your money goes times 1,000, and you had a bankroll of, let's say, 100 tickets. You use one ticket every single time. You might lose 99 tickets out of 100. But the 100th ticket, if that makes you 1,000, boom, you're still profitable. You're still a really good trader. Just depends on your perspective, right? But it really takes something for people to open up. I had a couple of discussions with some pretty well-known crypto traders out there, guys. They're pretty well-known, and you guys might know them from YouTube because they're pretty famous. And they basically try to dispute and tell me, if you're not winning more than 80%, you're a bad trader. And of course, I was like, where did you come up with that idea? Why did you make that up? And they said, it's just facts. I was like, okay, let's not get this discussion going then if that's what you think. I'm completely fine with you being ignorant in that sense. But because I try to explain to them, well, what if, and I explained the hypothetical scenario, what if I win only 50% of the time, but every time I do win, I quadruple my money, and every time I lose one ticket, right? Net positive, way positive. They're like, nope, no, you're just a bad trader if you don't want. So I just think a lot of people are misunderstanding how that works. But that comes back to my original point, which is stay consistent with whatever you do your buys. You know, if you're just buying once, it might actually be that we get a breakthrough, basically. In the same sense that right here, right? If we actually counted this as a zone, which we didn't because there's no three points, there's only one or basically two potentially. If we consider this as a zone, if you bought it once, right, because of the resistance that we face right here potentially. If you bought it once, boom, you would have made profit. If you bought it second time, boom, you would have made profit. If you bought it the third time, you would have actually lost. Right now here again, first time, boom, you made money. Potentially the second time you come back in, boom, you'll make money. Potentially the third time is going to actually break through and fall back down. The same thing goes for this zone right here. Every single time it comes back in, 9 out of 10 times you'll make money, but sometimes you won't. And that's again why you are more conservative sometimes, but okay. All right. Let's see, guys. Where are you all watching from right now? We got a couple of Dutchies in the chat. Welcome allemaal. Welcome. Welcome, jongens. Where's the rest watching from? I saw a couple of people from Australia at the start. I have some tea, by the way, because it's freaking cold in Europe, man. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'll be in Dubai again, I think, next week, depending on how things go. I'm going back to the cold for a little bit. Okay, we got ourselves, let's see here, Brad from the US. I'm gonna show you guys this because I always enjoy, this is like one of my happy moments in the day, reading what you guys are saying in that sense, seeing the, I don't know, like the different people around the world in the chat box. Big shout out to every single one of you. We got XP Roadrunner in there, we got Robert, we got Brad Homewood from the US, we got Joshua down under, okay, we got Rayson from Belgium, Daniel from Australia, Adri from Antwerp, Loose Chains from Korea, Sebastian from Scotland, Kung Fu Tuber from UK, Code from, oh, not really, Frederick from Texas in here, 6 in the freaking morning. So we're not going to see anybody from LA, I don't think. BH from Bosnia, okay, I kind of got that, I guess, from the name. FR from Malaysia, Wandering Rye from the South Coast UK, Pelta from Mexico, X from Hector from Sebastian from Nick from Joe from Big shout out to all you guys. Big shout out to all you guys in the chat box. You guys are amazing. You guys are really freaking amazing. Sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't say all these different things, but then I'm like, yeah, maybe it's also fun. Oh. Lol. That's pretty funny. All right. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are all amazing. Also, guys, let's pump this video up to 100 likes. I don't want to call out for like a Dusty BC army, but I kind of wanted that every single time you guys come into a video like this or a live stream, we get those likes instantly just pumped up. It just helps with the vibe, you know, when everybody's excited like that and we get those likes up, people start talking about it, you know, gets me hyped, gets people excited, and so forth and so on. Maybe my neighbors are going to look out on me, by the way, and ask if I'm okay, if I'm not dead in my house here, because I started slamming the wall a little bit. Remember, guys, very often when we do these streams, the neighbors might think I'm crazy, you know. We do some, I've fallen off my chair, we've done some crazy stuff, we've done some screams, we've done some singing. These guys must think I'm a freaking lunatic, all right? Luckily, we've skipped our previous neighbors because right now we're not in Dubai with the freaking loud neighbors anymore, if you guys remembered some of those streams. But right now we have the motor guys again. Some people who with their... Yeah, all right. Good stuff, bad stuff. Look at it closely, says LA going to bed now. You are Vincent as well, LA here. What time is it for you guys in LA right now? And Tech T also from LA. What is that? How can you guys watch this from LA right now? What is the time? That is insane. The mosquito was the funniest thing in the video so far. We've had multiple different mosquito encounters. Look at it close. It says 4 a.m., 4:11 a.m. Are you guys sleeping? Like, you still have to sleep, or are you waking up right now at 4 a.m.? Both of them. I'm like, what? Why? I'm definitely not unfamiliar to sleeping at 4 a.m. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I never really recommend it, I guess. Same in Canada, also 4 a.m. You guys are insane. Why are you watching a stream at 4 a.m.? Go sleep, guys. Go. What? Victor is gonna go to the gym at 4 a.m. Everybody, little clap for Victor right there. If you can go to the gym at 4 in the morning, you deserve my best, my highest praise, my friend. Who can do that? 4 a.m. you're going to the gym. Very big little applause for you, my friend. That is so... You have more dedication than anybody I know, man. 4 a.m. We hit different here in LA. I guess so. You guys are. That's pretty funny to see. By the way, I started this entire live stream actually mostly because I saw this article, which reads Bitcoin price flatlines as XRP hits $1 with massive altcoin move set for 2021. Honestly, it's the way that it's been going. I mean, Bitcoin coming right back down. XRP to BTC showing some strength. XRP pumping up throughout the night, and it happens every single time. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna have a nice little early bed session. I'm gonna sleep quickly, or I guess early, I should say. Boom! Throughout the night, XRP price just pumps up. Guys, we've actually lost subscribers, I think, throughout this little video here. How much did we start off with? 24. We've lost a subscriber since we started streaming, guys. We actually lost 3 in total. Interesting. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, guys, and you enjoy these daily crypto live streams, make sure you press that little button, because we provide the same type of stuff every single day. Let's also see how the different Ethereum analyses we're doing. We had 2 of them open. Let's show them right next side to side. This is a weekly perspective, which showed the last line of defense for Ethereum, where we basically had to close above 38.85 over the week. And this one didn't really call anything out specifically, except for just a, I guess, upward sloping support line and descending channel. Let's see how this one came along. Yeah, we actually did bounce off of the dynamic key support that he's calling out, and actually had a nice little bounce in our support zone. But that's actually quite similar to what we called out over on TradingView as well, where we basically are going to be finding a bottom here at the 0.5 Fibonacci, and we actually did. Right now, we came all the way up to the 0.618, based our candles right there, and playing ping pong, coming right back to one of our supports at about $3,900 or so for Ethereum. So it's a critical area right now on the daily for ETH. We're going to see how this is going to be performing. Then again, XRP, look at that though. That is crazy bullish. We've actually gone past the EMAs now as well. We're starting to build on top of those. We're starting to build on top of the 50 EMA right here, getting closer to building on top of the 200 EMA. What a positive little day it has been, huh? So Kalatai says a dump after snapshot. That is the only thing I keep warning people of, that the next day can definitely be volatile in that regard, because I think maybe one of the reasons that the XRP price is holding up so well in comparison to Bitcoin, as you can clearly see here, XRP is doing amazing, Bitcoin is not doing that good. It could have something to do with the big airdrop that's happening. Then again, from a certain perspective, I'm thinking, well, XRP is not going to get inflated, so why would people sell like crazy? And also, don't you guys think that a lot of people bought Solo from their XRP holdings to get more Sologenic from the airdrop, and they're actually going to sell their Solo back to XRP straight after the airdrop? So potentially that's going to kind of flatline, or I should say, even out the selling pressure from people just buying XRP for the airdrop as well. But we'll have to see. I will have to see. Okay, tea is finished, unfortunately. It's freaking cold, man. Face reveal? Nah, not yet. I thought about it, but I wanted to do it at 150k subs. Since we didn't get anywhere close to it this year, maybe next year. You know, we'll see where we get. If we hit 150k subs, we'll talk about it again. And this year, our goal is 140,000 subs, though, guys. And we still have about 8 more days to go. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible, but with a little bit of support from all of you guys, it's definitely going to be insanely easy. Because, as I said before, the more likes that are pressed, the more it recommends the video to more different people. And that's also going to make our journey a little bit cooler and easier. I also saw this just now. Breaking. Elon Musk agrees Bitcoin is for the rich and asserts Dogecoin's diversity. Jack said on Twitter, I'm not an anti-ETH, I'm anti-centralized, VC-owned, single point of failure, and corporate-controlled lies. If your goal is anti-establishment, I promise you, it isn't Ethereum. Don't believe or trust me, just look at the fundamentals. And Shibatoshi said, I mean, my goal is to build stuff and make money and have fun. I'm used to the corporate establishment and don't really see any meaningful breakaway from it. Bitcoin just gives more power to new rich people. And Elon Musk replied and said, Tesla will make some merge viable with Doge and see how it goes. I'm not really sure exactly where he's, let's quickly see here, where he's clarifying then that Bitcoin is for the rich. Like, where does he clarify that right now? Not exactly sure. We see Shibatoshi, one of the Dogecoin guys, talk about it. Maybe he's talking about it in like a double relatable way. Or let's see quickly if Elon Musk tweeted something out just now. A lot of Tesla cars to be delivered before year's end. Your support is taking delivery is much appreciated. Not really. He's not really tweeting anything out in the in that regard, to be honest with you. Huh. And this is also a fun video, by the way. If you guys haven't watched that, I always enjoyed that. The fact that people were laughing at Bill Gates for the internet in the past. And that's actually kind of the same thing that I think about crypto sometimes, where I actually watch a lot of videos, right? And in a lot of those videos, what they often say is how vegan people talk a lot about veganism, how gluten people talk about a lot of gluten, how vex people don't talk a lot about vex, but also how crypto people talk a lot about crypto. I just noticed that. And that's what they say in videos quite often. And I kind of think about it from some perspective, which is almost any one of these sectors is kind of trying to help people from a certain perspective. But with crypto, it's like, it's the same sense as the internet, basically, where you can kind of circumvent it, but it's not something which is like really like niche or so. It kind of still is because it's smaller, but it's basically growing you to becoming the main thing piece by piece, and eventually you won't be able to go around it anymore. It's not some personal life choice to potentially make your life better or to make your end of your life better or that type of stuff. No, it's just newer technology that's going to be coming and going to be coming in, and you have no way around it anymore. And people are early to adapt and early to accept it and be excited about it, and some people are not. But we're definitely on that path of, yeah, it's going to be the most important. Wait a minute. It's going to be the most important thing. It's going to keep on growing, and so let's be there as early as possible. Brad says, are you going to talk about VPAD at all on your channel? Just curious. I'm not going to take you serious, Brad. I've talked about VPAD multiple different times on my channel. Or are you questioning on whether I'll do it again? Yes, I obviously will. I will. Nan says, it's kind of like Phantom of the Oprah vibe, not knowing who's talking. That's about the face, huh? Maybe. Connor says, is the lawsuit nearly over? Because this is really dragged. No, we actually celebrated the 1-year anniversary yesterday of the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit. It's been a crazy journey indeed, huh? 1 entire year of Ripple versus the freaking SEC. It's been crazy. Guys, actually, honestly, isn't it been crazy that we've been waiting on this for an entire freaking year? And it's still not fixed, and it's still not looking to be fixed anytime soon? Huh. Could still take half a year or so, even. That is actually crazy if you start to think about it. Huh. Crazy. I'm seeing a couple of people say different reasons for why or why not to do a face reveal. Guys, I'll just think about it when I do think about it, man. It's both sides have fun or good reasons why to or why not to. So we'll have to see at that point. Okay. And by the way, I also see this quite a lot in the comment section. People saying they're not going to go for the Sologenic airdrop. I'm not exactly sure why you would not go for the Sologenic airdrop. In almost any way, shape, or form, it is really worth it to get it. Except for potentially if your money's just locked far away and you don't have your ledger thing closed or anything like that, okay? Brian says, Josh, do you think opening a long position right now is a dumb idea? So is it a dumb idea? Well, potentially now is not the smartest of ideas, no. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a good area to open because you're basically speculating on the fact that this resistance, basically, that we faced earlier, it just got broken. We didn't get any confirmation, though. We didn't break it with confirmation, as I said before, and we touched this area like multiple different times in the past year. So the fact that we just got resisted off of that makes the chance higher that we're going to be coming back to this area to basically potentially place another buy to hopefully breach, rather than to now push through all of a sudden. Can it happen? Yes. But that's not a trade that I would like to take. You know, right now we're basing upon this area. And then again, you should also remember, guys, that if Bitcoin all of a sudden starts crashing a little bit more significantly, at one point or another, XP might not be able to hold up. As we are more inclined to go for long positions rather than shorts right now in the bigger bull run. But not at any one of these points is it best to open up a long position. Let's put it like that, maybe. You hear it all about Pulse Chain yet? Nope, I don't really. I'm not really too involved with Pulse Chain and Hex and stuff. Driven Madness is bummer. Trying to watch the vid from the beginning, but it buffers every 2 seconds, so I'm going to have to ask what I've missed. Huh, why would it buffer every 2 seconds? Simon says, Dusty is a female voice. Lady with deep voice. How do you, what makes you think my actual name is Dusty, huh? Dusty, do you have a face for radio? Just joking. I think you'd be surprised what I look like. You'd be very much surprised. Most people are when they see me in comparison to hearing, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I don't. What is a radio face though? I could be on television. I mean, we're good, I think. All right, Brad says, meant now that it's launched. I saw a ton of people FOMO and try to snipe and got wrecked with market orders. Dangerous, just like you've been saying with these launches. I was not one of them. Good to hear. But I'll talk more about VPAD. Yes, there's going to be a lot of projects launching on there. And obviously, I know the legitimacy of the platform because I literally know where their house is. You know, I could just walk up there. Okay, this is drive. I can just drive up there. I know exactly where they live. I've talked with them. I've been there. So from that perspective, yeah, I'll definitely talk about it more often because I do see a lot of profit potential in it. So that's for sure. By the way, what a lot of planes here all of a sudden, huh? Forgot about that. Hey, XR billionaires. How many of you guys are holding XRP in the chat box right now? I know. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, I called it urgent XP price update again, huh? Some of you guys are saying, please stop putting urgent in the title. I'm going to try to, whenever I make a video, not call it urgent. When it's a stream, if we're going to do some TA and some price and open up a trade potentially, I will call it urgent because it's only relevant for those minutes. The reason I don't really show too much about the price if I'm making a video is because I want to talk about it right now and only right now, which is why I'm calling it urgent, because you got to watch it right now or you can sometimes even skip it. X says, I can't see anything but a settlement. Those SEC idiots are backed in a corner and looks like no way out. I'm holding XRP. I kind of agree with that. I kind of would agree with that. Let's see. Driven says, I went in the V-Launch channel yesterday and hearing so many people being 80% down because they bought at launch and it went crazy. That's pretty stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't know why people buy at the start. There's a sniping strategy, but it's not easy. You might want to go for a bot in that sense. Or the sniping there's two different ones actually. There's three. No, there's three. You have sniping, which is buying the first second. Bots will work the best for that type of stuff and usually works a lot. Let's say that. Usually a bot is the best thing. Option number 2 is where there's a whitelist. So people can basically quote unquote snipe as early as possible, but only a limited amount of addresses. So it's basically you are there as quickly as possible, but it doesn't hit the markets publicly just quite yet. That's also a good area. And 3 is to basically snipe the moment it dumps. Because as we see with almost any single crypto that I show on this channel, right? Today, one of the coins that's going to be launching, by the way, is Katana Inu. So once more, guys, I told you all before, I'm not the main ambassador of this project. I'm not going to tell you this is a guaranteed crazy run, but I will be buying into it. It's going to launch in, I think I can even... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. I only have about... I have about 20 more minutes to get into it. Let me ask my team if they've actually picked up my coins. Give me a second, guys. Ooh. Let me see. Let me text my team real quick. Give me a second, guys. Because I got to make sure that somebody picked up these tokens of mine. Have you guys picked up the Katana Inu tokens? Okay. Now we wait for an answer. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to. But I think we'll be fine. We already got an answer, guys. We already good. Yes, we have. Okay, one Launchpad to go. So how it works basically is that there's getting distracted with text. It's not good. Shouldn't be focusing on that. I should be streaming, man. How it works is we basically try to buy on as many different launch pads as possible. And that's also why I knew the answer to your question about the VPAD stuff. Because I just buy into so many of these different things. Somebody says, hey, please pump up your audio. I don't know about that, guys. My audio is already, if you look at my recording software, basically, it's already so ridiculously in the yellow all the time, sometimes hitting red, where I'm like, I don't think it's a smart thing to go for an even louder. Right now, I put it to the absolute loudest that I think is safe, because it's now only in the yellow. But I think the audio quality goes down quite significantly if I put it up even higher. So I'm gonna lower it down a little bit again. I don't think it's a good idea to put it too high. But I digress. These things I sometimes show on my channel purely because I think these are great opportunities to make some crazy money. One of our best coins ever was this Meta V-Pad. But even with this coin, you also saw the price went like times 1,300 or so the first second or first couple of minutes because people were FOMOing in. Afterwards, it calmed down to about a 410, 420x gains, which basically meant that at this point, our money has gone from $500 into over $200,000. And again, you might remember there's vesting periods, so it can only cash out 10% at the start. But that's still the first month. It can cash out $20,000 if I want to, or even more. So that's just a little point that I wanted to give. You know, you can, let's say you could almost cash out $800 a day then, if you wanted to. And that I've been doing that consecutively here since the 10th of December. You got to consider, you know, cashing out $1,000 a day just from one crypto project for the next half a year, or I guess year. That's amazing stuff, you know. Jesper says on a laptop that is, I have my volume on 33%. I can hear you upstairs when I'm there, so no need to put it higher on a laptop that is. Yeah, I don't understand why as well. One says audio is perfect on my XPS 13, so suggest you get some better speakers. Yeah, not sure what this is, guys. Not sure exactly what this is. So audio isn't bad, but I'm in the car. All right. All right. I'm also not sure then about it all. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't think we read this article, actually. But I don't think it's really too necessary. It's just the fact that Bitcoin is breaking down lower, but XRP is giving like a Santa rally. Kinda. Let's cover some other news. Binance to replace quarterly burn with a BNB auto burn mechanism. Binance plans to replace the quarterly burn of its native token with a new procedure called BNB auto burn. The aim is to provide greater transparency and predictability to the BNB community. BNB Auto Burn is also designed to foster the development of a healthy blockchain ecosystem together with the Binance Smart Chain and Binance Coin communities. According to an official blog post dubbed BNB Auto Burn, will have two characteristics. It'll be objective and verifiable. It'll not rely on the revenues generated on the Binance's centralized exchange through the use of its native token. Instead, it'll be automatically adjusted in that the burn amount will be based on the BNB price. This, in turn, takes into account the supply and demand for the token, in addition to the number of blocks produced during a quarter based on on-chain data. Could be interesting. Could be really interesting. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing, but it's an interesting little thought process already. So, okay, we could definitely be excited about that. Moving on, Uniswap goes live on Polygon. DEX protocol Uniswap has gone live on Polygon, an Ethereum-focused scaling platform. Just wanted to say that's really exciting because obviously going right now on Uniswap over on Ethereum, freaking expensive, freaking stupid. But the fact they now partner up with Polygon to work on there too makes things a lot easier. Now, obviously, to bridge to Polygon might still be an issue or might still be annoying, but it's the start of something better. So I don't know. I'm always excited about this type of announcements. I just saw this got me kind of funny up. China's biggest news agency, Xinhua, to launch NFT collection. What in the world is that, huh? Sorry. So despite China's crackdown against crypto, the country's biggest news agency is planning to launch an NFT collection. Xinhua News Agency, a Chinese state-run media company, has revealed that it soon will issue China's first news digital collectibles in the form of NFTs. That is funny, ladies and gentlemen. That is funny to me that they're going for that. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Apparently, they're going to issue 110,000 copies of unique photographs taken by journalists in 2021. So, yeah. There we go, huh? I'm not exactly sure why you would buy this. A loving collection of 10,000 copies. Once more, not really sure in the world why you would ever buy this or get into it. Not at all, actually. Not at all. But, yeah, pretty strange news to come out from China, I guess. It makes you think about some stuff. Like, what in the world? Like, why? All right. So, by the way, just now, when the person asked, should we go long? If you actually did, it would have been a profitable decision. But it's not something I can honestly safely tell you guys. All we could tell you is when we went to this area right here, opening a long position was smart. Right now, I really can't tell you anything about that. And the subscriber, we've actually still gone down. Guys, if you're watching this stream right now and you enjoy the daily crypto news that we provide. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I know that 99% of the people watching right now are already subscribed to the channel because that's why you're here. But I'm just telling to people that are not subscribed just quite yet that you might want to press that little button, as we obviously provide a lot of cool stuff every single day. And also, guys, make sure you check me out over on Twitter and over on Instagram at TheDustyBC. All right, guys, that was it for today's little live stream here. It's just a little morning live stream just for fun. Got a lot of stuff to do today. Got a lot of cool videos coming out. It was just going to talk about the XRP situation in the sense that XRP was pumping up while a lot of other cryptos were going down. But I honestly do expect XRP to retest a couple of their previous levels again today. Hopefully hitting at least above 99.3 cents, as we had a nice little bounce here. Hopefully above 99.3 cents. Hopefully above, let's just say hopefully above 99 cents. Because I'm actually seeing a lot of price action over within this area right here too. You can see how many different bounces we got off of that, huh? Hopefully going to breach that today. I do honestly expect it to do so though, guys, as we are really what's a lot of bullish narrative right now. Let's just get this freaking XRP bread, huh? Hopefully XRP is going to go exciting. Hopefully you guys are all bullish as I am. And guys, make sure you check the link down below for Bybit, as you already know by now. And that is it for today's video. Today's live stream, I should say. All right. Another couple of things coming up, guys. Don't worry about it. But I'll see you again all a little bit later today in more updates and more cool stuff. So stick around and see you all.